Lovers, judgment, resurrection energy off this judgment, drawn to the bones. This emperor finally wielding truth and slaying the monster in their head can go get that foundation of stability versus fear that they have so much fear of, as being happy. Almost anxious about coming in out of the cold because it's been so long. But their intuition and proto-star energy is lighting the way for them to walk towards a choice and balance over this deception and taste from the cup for the first time, learning that the wheel must turn, and when they taste from that cup, they learn what they can stand for, their happiness, and draw to the sun behind them. It's all coming in swiftly. These nightmares in their head are being charged against as passion from something ending is pulling them out of the cages of their head into the bright days out of winter. The miracle. Seeking to heal the heart from disappointment and to come charging in passionately, openly, stably, bossed up and grown. Waiting for that spring. Howling, juggling, reliable though, having faith in their intuition as their mind comes crumbling down, a turn in the right direction to the things that they've kept hidden, the truth about their dreams and how they feel about their connection in the soul. The inner conflict is becoming less dominant as destiny, the truth, and that foundation of stability is going to lead to the ultimate happiness, where one actually smiles because they are happy. The thing dreamt about while secluded away, and the hard work put into the soul to finally offer up a cup that holds all. The illusions fade and the burdens lightened. Beautiful, boldly stalking in. Finally see it differently. A change, because they willed the truth. Smoothing it out. A paradigm shift towards what victory actually looks like, and they can't hold back anymore. They have to come in quickly to share that passion that came from, what was it? A death? Somewhere in there. It's the whole story. Fearlessly, boldly, acceptantly, finally balanced. The truth shines again, balances the heart out. Letting go of the fear, the decadence, the overindulgence of physical over spiritual. Something that this queen showed them. Overindulgence of the non-spiritual, overindulgence of the spiritual. Finding that happy medium in between, liberated, and the paths open up. Energy of creation against spring, as the keys are handed to you directly from the divine. Put them in the lock and drink from the hands of time. Maintain your boundaries, but leap into the past. Octopops has you. and it'll be a blast. Oh, divine. Oh my goodness. Well, it's the most love in the deck. It is a blast. A world nurtured, loved, healed, and allowed to express. Charging determinately without any thought or will in it. It's just you've let go of the reins, and this wave of emotion and real is pulling these horses towards an actual experience, something real. So bring that cup. Have that curiosity. Let yourself flow. Yeah. Instead of being locked up behind a gate in the snow. That's a whole deck reading of it happens often. But the Hermit is getting the wheel moving because they're opening up with the Three of Cups. Destiny's calling as the divine itself is stimulating the soul to turn and to see the destiny by opening up and being honest and real of the secrets they kept still. Yes. Liberation and fearlessness will transcend this mind prison in your head by transforming it into truth instead. From this truth, anything that isn't will collapse, revealing the thing that stands there and has always stood there, the Empress. The juggling between what I want and toxicity is coming to an end as one lets his hands open and sees what stands there still. An Ace of Cups, that Ace of Real, will transform all of this into victory. This was derived from, I'm watching the Steve-a-thon as he's done the monthlies. And I watched them all because he's an authentic energy reader. And this is what came out. So the past is calling for the tower to fall and to turn into the right direction. The stubborn Knox is finally moving. Needs a haircut too. But the secrets underneath aren't secret anymore. Follow through to truth. Let's do 2 cards on each. The most love in the deck, the Queen of Cups and the Chariot. Hands-free, no control, trusting the divine, the universe, the unmanifest, to lead them in the right direction. Balance and justice, because one has picked up the sword of truth. And by wielding the sword of truth, it balances out everything. Slaying the wall or gate that keeps you out in the cold. Shocked that it's noticed. Octopops shows up on that as one chooses what actually fills their cup. Independence, wow, 99. Shows you towards what's transforming and the victory that will be instead. I'm drawn to the sun in the background as well too. And lastly, where pride and ego and having it your way gets transformed into the fiery, passionate leader of showing the world the example from the hardest one to learn it. A change from despair, magician, into the faith that's just needed in order to make the leap into something unknown, to let go of the reins of control and up out of the cold. That miracle card where pentacles become cups and where one steps out of the cold winter of the 5 pentacles into the spring's warmth, the Sun of the Six Pentacles. Anything else you want to say? Some truth here from the Queen. She's learning how not to be cold. The secrets of the dark aren't as terrifying as one would believe them to be, especially to this white dragon who's seen it all. Trust that they won't judge you for your dark shadows, and will heal that heartache from the world in your heart. That energy of creation. So, burdens are heavy. The fake pretense that they hold up can't be held up anymore, and that must change, as the Death card shows there. Ten of Wands, Queen of Cups, into Death. And that Queen of Truth is telling them, ushering them to bring that cup of real, even if just to themselves. And get curious about what's in your happiness. Yeah, a balanced life. Nice. Love it. What a beautiful reading. I wasn't going to record it, but I guess I will post this. Interesting energy. It's all, I got this like excitement about, I don't know, the energy is, it's exciting. It's like seeing this in a different light. Interesting. Let's gather it up, and I want to throw 3 cards from the Ars deck. Someone wants to say something, so let's let it be said. The gate's down. There stands a very rigid gatekeeper. Heartache is being overcome because one was left out in the snow. Come in. Get that victory. All right. Oh, I hear who it is. Gussie wants to show up. He's not out here now. No. It's Temperance. So, what you wanted to say? I took the time. I'll take the time. An Emperor. Working out both physically and situationally how to move forward. The choice drawn to the circle behind him, which makes me think of Lilith and her lover's expression. The world facing the truth about your wishes and what fulfills them is the most love in the deck, the Queen of Cups, which makes it an edible solidity in victory. High Priestess intuition as the intuition's turning the Emperor up on the end, as they don't know what to think about it. I just see the card doing that, honestly. Yeah. Judgment's there. Of the 2 paths forward, there's the Lover's card and the independence and freedom that comes by understanding that one does have truth, does have the energy to grow from heartache and to bring that cup in. To smooth things out, where even the laziest gets off their throne. And 5 swords that always stabbed you in the toe are being freaking peace-bound, so you can't stab your toe anymore. If you do, you just stub it. Putting down what isn't feeding and nourishing your soul, and it only creates conflict in the way of your commitment those choices there. The disappointment ends and the wheel of fortune turns. It can't be held stuck anymore. I believe the divine's coming down and being like, yo, why isn't this wheel moving? All right. Queen of Wands, that pretense. That's why that wheel wasn't moving. And the conflict, keeping that soul contract from being completed. Interesting. Queen nourishes the soul, and the world gets moving again as collaborations within those that are actually soul bound. Doesn't have to be a lover relationship, but just recognize souls will get that world back in balance and crumble down what's been keeping it out of balance as the Empress brings balance to the world and heals for Hagente and transmutes that disappointment into the most love. All right, so these top 3 cards here, which is Morning Star energy, the nurturance of divine couple there. Wow. The divine couple joins together in the light of the morning, transformed, mature. I just get mature love there of the King of Cups and destiny and with the divine. Guessing, where are you doing? Why are you hiding? Happiness. He's hiding behind happiness. I just felt it. I just knew it. So again, the world there. But yeah, there he is, hiding behind happiness, waiting for you to finally look at it. Thanks, Gussian. You the best. I was learning. Look at all that learning. What'd you learn? All the choices. The 3 pages there. Interesting. What a beautiful read. But there's your happiness, and there's the Gussian that we were looking for to show us our tempered hearts. Yeah. Spontaneous, impromptu reading, but it needed to be said. I don't know. Something about that Emperor, just kind of doing that. It's because the wheel wasn't turning, so they are. Well, if the wheel's going to stay stationary, then you're going to turn. That's what the divine said. I love it. So allow that angel energy, that weird feeling to come in and make you happy, because that's what was hiding behind it. And that'll take you triumphantly towards your destiny. A changed person that accepts the energy because one sees it. It's not poo-pooed anymore. It's solid and stable and real. And the world's waking up to seeing how that can make them grow, and how that is actually an expression of the divine, the unmanifest, the very nature of what allows us to even be aware. All right, give me 2 cards, and we'll dip. 2 paths in the moon. 2 paths in the moon. Get over that wall. And devil, where the devil becomes the morning star instead of indulgence and fear. So, if you're in a dark space, QgotU. Come in out of the cold. Narwhals do exist. Yeah, it's good shit. Now, this may happen. I'm gonna say this because I had this response. I was just like, as long as they learn, doesn't matter if you get, I don't care. I'd just be happy to see them grow and become stable, independent, and their own person. drenched in the light of the sun. 20 minutes. If you're in a dark space, watch for it. Q's got you.